Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kelsey Kiesling.
And I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest Colorado TV Translator Association.
If you have a news topic or event you'd like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 677-4119.
Today's show runs Tuesday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page to watch on demand. Today is May 7th, 2019, and now the news at noon.
Reported by the Cortez Journal, a grand jury will not file charges against a Colorado police officer who shot and killed an off-duty sheriff's deputy after a car chase. The Weld County Grand Jury's report, released Monday, does not say why Adams County Sheriff's Deputy Jesse Jensen was chasing another car in rural northern Colorado on January 16th, traveling more than 90 miles per hour. According to the report, LaSalle police officer Caroline Perschetti shot Jensen when he exited his car at an intersection and came toward her, ignoring commands to stop. The report says Perschetti told grand jurors that she could not see Jensen's left hand and believed he had a gun. Investigators later found he was unarmed. Grand jurors said in the report that they did not find probable cause of a crime.
From the Journal with Denver Post input, Photo USDA drought monitor. The drought that gripped Colorado for much of 2018 is almost officially over thanks to a snowy winter. The Denver Post reported that as of last Thursday, official update from the United States Drought Monitor, only a tiny sliver of the southwest corner of Colorado along the New Mexico border remains in drought. The area is less than 1% of the state. About 15% of the state was considered abnormally dry, but not in a drought. Just 2 months ago, 58% of the state had drought conditions. As of May 6 National Resources Conservation Service update, Colorado's statewide snowpack was at 132% of average. However, in our southwest corner from Gunnison to the San Miguel, Dolores, Animas, and San Juan regions, we are at a record-topping 176% of average on the SnowTel graphic. The high snowpack means reservoirs depleted by the drought will continue to fill up as the mountain snow melts. The moisture is in the soil also, meaning a fine weed crop is starting to burst forth, and there may be some more rains expected this week. We'll look at the rest of the week's weather a little later in the program.
According to the Cortez Journal, 7 more New Mexico counties have filed federal lawsuits against more than 24 manufacturers and distributors of opioid medications. Cibola, Valencia, Catron, Sierra, Curry, Lincoln, and Socorro counties filed near-identical complaints late last month in U.S. District Court, joining other counties and the Navajo Nation, the Santa Fe New Mexican reports. The lawsuits are the latest in roughly 2,000 cases that have been brought nationwide. In 2017, the State Attorney General's office sued major manufacturers and distributors, claiming they exacerbated the drug addiction crisis. The lawsuit says widespread misuse of powerful opioid pain medications is directly related to aggressive efforts by manufacturers that misrepresented the addictive nature of the pills. In Socorro County, the consequences of opioid abuse are felt most prominently in jails and schools, Walsh said. A county survey found 95% of jail inmates had some kind of substance use issue, with many suffering from addiction or self-medication to cope with mental illness. The majority of inmates face drug-related charges and parole violations, she added, many of which are opioid-related.
Reported in the Journal File Photo, McPhee Reservoir managers are predicting a whitewater boating release from the dam in time for Memorial Day weekend. The reservoir is rising more than a foot a day, and irrigation diversion demands remain very low, according to the Dolores Water Conservancy District. So far, low snowpack below 9,000 feet has generated most of the runoff into the lake. Now, upper elevation snowpack is beginning to release into the Dolores River and McPhee. Recent storms have added to the snowpack and slowed the runoff. Sunny days over the weekend restarted the high elevation melt-off, but it is again expected to slow with more storms and cooler temperatures arriving into the region this week. Next week, sunny, warm weather is expected to return and expedite melting. What all this means is McPhee should be close to full the week before Memorial Day, which likely will start the 2019 managed release, said DWCD engineer Ken Curtis. For planning purposes, the length of the whitewater release is expected to last 3 to 4 weeks. Although the start date may vary, the first half of the estimated spill length is more certain the second half, Curtis said.
According to the Cortez Journal, a recent college graduate from New Mexico who had just landed a dream job was among those killed when a Russian plane burst into flames during an emergency landing in Moscow. Jeremy Brooks of Santa Fe was remembered as a fly fishing expert by his former boss, Ivan Valdez, owner of the Real Life Fishing Shop. Valdez told reporters Monday that the 22-year-old Brooks had recently graduated from Colorado College in Colorado Springs and was on his way to serve as a fishing guide in northwest Russia. The Russian airliner that took off Sunday from Moscow was airborne for 28 minutes before returning for an emergency landing while still heavy with unburned fuel, which then ignited after a rough touchdown. Flames quickly engulfed the aircraft, killing 41 of 78 people aboard. And now let's take a look at the weather.
And here's our local 5-day outlook from the National Weather Service. Though it's a nice blue sky right now outside the studio, the Bureau expects today a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms rolling in this afternoon. Mostly sunny with a lovely high near 63 degrees. South-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles an hour will remain drying out the topsoil with gusts as high as 25. Tonight, a 30% slight chance of showers and thunderstorms exists, and then mainly just showers possibly overnight. Mostly cloudy with a low around 40 degrees. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles an hour once again with gusts as high as 25 possible. Wednesday is more likely for rain with a 60% chance for early morning showers, and then adding in the potential for thunderstorms between 9 a.m. and noon. And showers likely again with possibly a thunderstorm in the afternoon, mostly cloudy all day with a chilly high just near 57 degrees. Still, those south-southeast winds remain light at 5 to 10 miles an hour, shifting northwest in the afternoon. We're in the donut hole or vortex due to the canyons and mountains, so winds shift frequently, making the weather quite unpredictable at times. Wednesday night, we drop to 40% chance for showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 38 degrees. And again for Thursday, it's looking like a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, mostly cloudy with a high near 55. North-northwest winds continue at 5 to 10 miles an hour, then reverse to the south-southwest by afternoon. Thursday night, it remains at 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 40 degrees, and we may just wash and repeat, as they say, with Friday, again, a 40% chance for showers and thunderstorms, cloudy with a high near 57 degrees. Friday night as well, a chance of showers and thunderstorms before midnight, then tapering off overnight, mostly cloudy with a low around 39. And it had looked like a nice weekend was going to shine through, but that's changed with now Saturday, a slight chance for showers and thunderstorms, also possible in the afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high near 60. And Saturday night, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before midnight, mostly cloudy with a low around 40 degrees. But hopefully for Mother's Day, on Sunday, skies are looking to be cleared out, mostly sunny with a high near 62 degrees, and Sunday night partly cloudy with a low around 40. And now, back to the news.
From the Durango Herald, Sean Statcliffe has become Durango's impromptu innkeeper for people who don't have a shelter, but it's not a title he wants. He already has a job, postmaster for the U.S. Postal Service. Almost every morning, Statcliffe or an employee walks into the Durango post office. Someone is sleeping in the lobby. The lobby is left unlocked so residents can get their mail 24 hours a day, Statcliffe said. People leave food and trash, put cigarettes out on the floor, and have broken into a locked thermostat to control the heat. Although it might be a problem, Statcliffe said, it makes sense. Post office staff and patrons called the Durango Police Department to the facility 227 times in 2018, 83 times about trespassing, according to law enforcement records. About 40 calls ended in citations for trespassing and 2 in arrests for unrelated warrants, police said. The postmaster said he's taking the matter into his own hands. Statcliffe said he asked the district office in Denver a few months ago for a lock to keep unauthorized people from the facility. Authorized users would be given a door code in an effort to keep the lobby open for mail business late at night or early in the morning, he said.
The Journal reported on the Sage Hen route, photo Jim Imiaga. Officials with the San Juan National Forest, Bureau of Reclamation, Montezuma County Recreation Committee, and Colorado Parks and Wildlife last Thursday discussed a proposal to allow motorized use on a road through the Sage Hen area. The Montezuma County Board of Commissioners proposed designating a 4.7-mile motorized route on a historic road through Sage Hen to connect to Forest Road 504 at the base of McPhee Dam. Proponents hope to provide a motorized spur using existing roads and trails to the Rimrocker Trail, an all-terrain vehicle and motorcycle route that connects Montrose and Moab. Dolores and San Miguel counties are considering where their portion of the route might be located. Motorized use on the road is proposed for seasonal use from May or June to August or September. Currently, the Sage Hen recreation area of the National Forest that the road crosses is closed to public motorized use. Officials said the proposed change would face a public comment process and environmental reviews, including archaeological, wildlife, and social impacts, before a decision was made. Dolores District Ranger Derek Padilla said that in 2008, Sage Hen trails and roads were closed to motorized use and camping by the National Forest because of littering, vandalism, illegal off-trail motorized use, and damage to archaeological resources. Public hours were shortened to dawn to dusk every day. Vehicles can access Sage Hen via County Road X. Trailheads and parking spaces along the road are available for hiking, biking, shore fishing, and horseback riding. The existing unimproved dirt road travels north-south for 4.4 miles between Road X and Forest Road 504 at the base of McPhee Dam. After a gradual climb north from Road X, the road drops into the Dolores Canyon and includes steep switchbacks before reaching Road 504, a gravel public road that continues west towards Bradfield Bridge, and a network of National Forest and county roads. The road through Sage Hen is open to hikers, cyclists, and horse riders. The route has administrative use status with the National Forest, Bureau of Reclamation, and wildlife agencies, and a portion of it is aligned with the historic McPhee Stock Driveway. Motorized access is allowed only for government agencies for maintenance and management purposes. The road also parallels federal transmission lines and is used by maintenance workers with Western Area Power Administration, a division of the U.S. Department of Energy. Montezuma County officials said the purpose of the proposed project is to increase regional multi-use recreational opportunities. Quote, "The concept is to capture the adventure tourism market," said James Dietrich, Federal Public Lands Coordinator for the county. "It is intended to be the first leg connecting our area with a broader regional trail system." He said no new trails are proposed, and the plan is to use existing routes with way-finding signs directing users. County officials expect the spur will create a demand for local supplies and services for trail users. The next step is for the National Forest to release a public scoping notice on the proposal to gather public comment.
According to the Cortez Journal, a whitewater release from McPhee Dam this month will provide boating fun on the Dolores River, as Kendra has reported, but it also will have ecological benefits. Aquatic biologist Jim White of Colorado Parks and Wildlife spoke at a community meeting in Dolores about planned fish surveys, population data, and survey techniques. Parks and Wildlife works with McPhee Reservoir managers to manage downstream flows for 3 native species that reside in the lower Dolores: the round-tailed chub, bluehead sucker, and the flannel mouth sucker. The first several miles below the dam to Bradfield Bridge is managed as a cold water fishery for brown and rainbow trout. The reservoir holds a 33,500 acre-foot reserve for the native fish needs. The fish pool is released gradually throughout the year based on biologist input. In the winter, flows below the dam are 20 to 30 cubic feet per second. During summer, they reach 60 to 80 cubic feet per second if there is no whitewater release. During low water years, the fish pool and the farmers share in shortages. When there is a recreation dam release like this year, it is not counted against the fish pool, and the higher flows are managed for ecological benefits such as channel scouring, timing to benefit the fish spawn, and floodplain sedimentation that replenishes nutrient-rich sediment on the banks for new seedlings.
Reported in the Durango Herald, photo AP Richard Vogel. Voters today could make Denver the first U.S. city to decriminalize psilocybin, the psychoactive substance in magic mushrooms, and add a new chapter to the city's role in shaping wider drug policy. A citizen initiative on the ballot has followed the same tactic taken by marijuana activists to decriminalize pot possession in 2005 in the city. The move was followed by statewide legalization in 2012. A number of other states followed and broadly allowed marijuana use and sales by adults. Psilocybin campaign organizers say their only goal is to keep people out of jail for using or possessing the drug to cope with depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress, and other conditions. Kevin Matthews, director of the Decriminalize Denver campaign, said psilocybin has helped him deal with depression for years. "This is not something you have to take every day," the 33-year-old Denver native said. "It provides a lot of lasting benefits weeks and months after just one experience." Psilocybin has been outlawed in the U.S. since the 1960s, and some researchers warn that it should only be used under medical supervision and can prompt paranoia and anxiety. The federal government classifies psilocybin as a Schedule I drug, with no medical purpose and a high potential for abuse. For decades, that status has stymied research into medical uses of psilocybin, but small, closely supervised studies in recent years have found that it can help treat anxiety and depression in cancer patients. Participants have described seeing vivid colors and geometric patterns and experiencing powerful spiritual connections and emotions. Magic mushrooms have been used in religious practices for decades, or I have researched that it's been tens of thousands of years. They are utilized because of their powerful effect on perceptions and spiritual experiences. Those same effects have appealed to recreational users dating back to the contrived counterculture of the 1960s. It took the pro-psilocybin organizers in Denver 3 tries to develop the language approved by city officials for the ballot. They collected more than 8,000 signatures to qualify for Tuesday's election. Denver Mayor Michael Hancock opposes the initiative along with District Attorney Beth McCann, but there has been no organized campaign against it. The election has largely been focused on a 6-way race for mayor and a heated effort to end Denver's urban camping ban that affects people without housing and has pitted activists against well-financed businesses and development groups. Supporters of the psilocybin initiative have gone door-to-door canvassing, documentary screenings, and leafletting at community events or outside Coors Field before Colorado Rockies games. The initiative would effectively decriminalize use or possession of psilocybin by people 21 years and older, making it the lowest enforcement priority for police and prosecutors. The proposed ordinance also would prevent city money from being used to pursue criminal penalties or possession or use, and create a panel to study the effects of the change. The measure does not legalize psilocybin or permit its sale by cannabis businesses.
From the Cortez Journal, Mencos Secondary School has a new principal starting next year. John Marchino joins the Mencos team from Dolores School District RE4A, where he was serving as athletic director. His selection was approved unanimously at a Mencos School Board meeting April 29th. The job post opened mid-November when former Mencos Secondary Principal Adam Priestley stepped down, citing personal reasons for his departure in his resignation letter. Priestley had joined the district in 2009 and left at the end of 2018 with a mixed record. He was lauded for his efforts on pushing project-based learning in school curriculum, but he faced disciplinary action for dishonesty regarding a relationship he had with another staff member. The position has since been somewhat shared by lead teachers, Superintendent Brian Hansen, and Dean of Students Heath Showalter. Hansen advised the position in early March. He received 9 applicants and 5 very strong finalists, he said. 2 of those finalists were on the school staff.
And today's High Canyon Country happenings. This Friday, May 10th, is Dove Creek Care and Share Food Pantry monthly distribution. TFAP commodities distribution at the VFW Post. Please bring an ID and your own bags and boxes. Dove Creek Care and Share Food Pantry, Inc. is an all-volunteer, nonprofit 501c3 corporation and an equal opportunity provider. This weekend is the 3rd annual NUCLA Roundup in NUCLA, Colorado. This annual competition showcases the true skills often demonstrated on a working cattle ranch. Both seasoned and novice ropers and riders are encouraged to participate. Also included is events for children 12 and under. It's free admission for observers. It starts on Friday, May 10th at 5:30 p.m. and runs all day Saturday and Sunday. For more details or to find out the fees to participate in any of the events, call 970-209-9911. And Sunday, May 12th is Mother's Day. At the State Line Bar and Grill, they're offering a special Mother's Day menu here in Dove Creek with fresh strawberry spinach salad, shaved Parmesan, candied pecans, and poppy seed dressing, followed by a basil pesto chicken, homemade macaroni and cheese, and roasted zucchini. And for dessert, it's key lime pie parfaits. To RSVP early, you can call them at 677-2649. You might also want to check out the flowers available at Dove Creek's Main Supply. A planted flower basket lasts longer than cut flowers. They have quite an array available. All of the happenings are posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, along with the YouTube replays, weather, original stories, and local posts. To share your event or information, you can contact by email at dcbnnews@gmail.com, or you can call 970-677-4119.
Thanks for tuning in. News at Noon airs at noon Monday through Thursday and then is available online on our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page on demand.
Be sure to like us there on Facebook and join in on the news of our area, and of course, please share it with a friend.
For Kendra Cook with DCTV and the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, USA, I'm Kelsey Kiesling. Thanks for watching.